Boy, yo soy el mejor, pero una Rolls Royce en ninguna de mis canciones. Setenta, 70 y Ok, vamos a darle. Nos vamos a jugar, estamos en juego. 80-60. 80-60. Y yo 7961. Vamos allá. Hacho Berrío, le voy al palo. Berrío tiene un slider bueno, pero no hay nada para mí.
Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, the show has an AL East matchup. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the New York Yankees. We get a chance to watch one of the hottest.
Y se puede decidir el MVP también
We'll be
aquí.
back with the first pitch right after this. Now it's the second baseman, Ernie Clement. He's already set a new career best for stolen bases in a season, Chris. In the air, right field, and it drops in.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Berríos, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a slurve, a four-seamer, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter.
Cero playback.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Que batear, que batear.
Man at first, and now it's Dalton Varsho. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. It's Aaron Judge now. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Fought off foul. Late that time, and it's strike two.
No, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. There's a swing and a drive. That's got a chance. Up against the wall and brings it in.
Y a
Here
0.
is Aaron Judge.
A lo Berrío me ha dado 2 ponches más hoy Berrío. ¡Ah!
Spoils that one.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
No ha pasado recta, pero.
Judge waits. And now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Outside low, and that's ball 2. Oh, look at the stop. Off-balance feed, there's one. What a double play that was. Inning over.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. This guy with light tower power. That misses the zone. Ball 1. These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry. That one not close. And the count now 2-0.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up. And that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Francisco Lindor in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And the tying run is on base.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes.
Ganamos.
Final 4-2. What a win.
Gracias, Gricha. Ya empatamos. Vamos.
Biggest story in this one is it's the Toronto Blue Jays going up against the New York Yankees. One down. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate, leading the American League in homers coming into this one, having a monster season. Swing at a ball popped in the air out to shallow center. And there's 2 away. Base is empty, 1 away. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. That to right. Here comes Aaron Judge. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
No, this is a big-time matchup right now, and stop what you're doing, folks. Watch this because you have 2 of the game's best going.
Toma, doble.
Judge rips that one. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Throws to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Doble.
Couldn't have timed it up any
Castiga,
better than
castiga.
that. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Now up to him, Francisco Lindor. Judge at second with 2 down. Lindor working through some struggles lately. Rip towards third. And that will end the inning. All set for the start of the inning. And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And there's a fly ball deep right field. And it's off the wall. Now he'll turn for second.
Say how.
The relay throw.
Gracias.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Judge stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. Last half of inning number 5. And a swing and a miss.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Strike 2.
1-2.
That one missed.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Runners at first and second with one gone. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Aaron Judge at the plate. And the slider just misses.
Well, don't count. Look for him to be aggressive here. You got some runners on base, an opportunity to catch a mistake and put some runs up on the board.
And another ball. The Yanks could definitely use a win here with the end of the regular season approaching. That's towards center. Varsho under this one. Makes the grab for the second out.
Boog, you mentioned how critical this game is for them. They haven't locked anything up yet, so they can't afford to be giving games away. A win would be huge in this one.
Now a long throw home. And he's out. Here is Aaron Judge. 1 for 4 with a double. Towards first and foul ball. And he deals. Runner on the go. There's a ball. Throw to second. Out at second. Back now in the Bronx. Now the number 2 hitter, Aaron Judge. And now fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. And ball 1 to Judge.
Ball.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2-2.
And that's a little bit high. Full count 3-2. On the ground to first, Guerrero. The flip to the pitcher covering. Judge out on the play. 6-5 the final here.
Mierda, perdí, se me fueron por un juego otra vez.
We have an absolute treat. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the New York Yankees. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge, a beast all year long as he leads the league in RBIs here in our final month. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. 1 out, bases empty. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
And there's a ball. That one misses, and the count's full.
Full count.
Swing,
Vamos.
high fly ball, pretty well struck, right field, ranging back. And it's caught just in front of the wall.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
They'll throw to third. Applies the tag, and they get two. Double play. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. Savage back to work. Foul at the plate. All right, so Monument Park out there in center field at Yankee Stadium. Have you gotten a chance to check that out?
Boog, I have seen it more after my playing career.
¡Toma!
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there.
Gracias, Dios. Ya empezamos.
His 44th home run of the season. It's 3-1.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those two things feed off one another. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden, they're back in this ball game.
Soft contact in the air, and it stays fair.
Ah.
Around first and hustling for second.
¡Qué mierda!
The throw in safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And Judge spoils that one.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth.
Ay, no te me ponga odiosa.
That misses, and the count is 1-2.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Springer there makes the catch. Runner at first with two away. And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Liner, base hit. Throw into third. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. So one out, nobody on. Here comes Aaron Judge. Pitch misses inside. 1-0.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy could do some real damage.
Late on that fastball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And now he's falling behind Judge.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
Now a check swing, but he held up. Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off.
Toma!
Judge rips that one. And that's going to bang against the wall. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. And they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
One out. Runner at second. Here's the second baseman, Francisco Lindor. In the dirt. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball has gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, at that time, he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
Todo con todo.
That one the other way.
Vámonos.
It's a base hit as a run
Vámonos.
scores.
Quieto. Quieto.
In there safely.
Gracias,
And
Lindor.
it's now a two-run game.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Nice job of driving
Ya
that
lo
pitch
ganamos.
the other way on the
Perdimos.
line. You know, hitters...
Ya los se me fueron otra vez. Es que tú tienes cara. Uf, contra Detroit. Dale, este nos tiene. Y Escobar.
Biggest story in this one.
Contra Escobar.
It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the New
Nunca
York
menos.
Yankees.
Más o menos.
Ready to
Contra
go down.
Shilton.
Now it's the shortstop. Zach
Vamos, Cam.
McKinstry. He set a new career high in home runs this year. And Singy, he's just trying to set the bar as high as possible.
Y allá lo otro
Drilled
jorrón.
in the air, high and deep, right field. Gone!
Y allá lo personal.
The first batter of the game leaves the yard, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
Aaron Judge.
Hacerle
Now at the
carrera a
plate
este
as he
anormal
swings through
es
strike
difícil.
one.
Vamos a ver.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Good late sink
ball,
on that
2 strikes.
fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Al hacerle
One
carrera a
out, bases
este
empty.
imbécil, no, normal. Vamos a ver.
That's a ball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
One down, bases empty. And that one way outside.
Tienes
And
que
now it's
picharme, papi.
3-2.
Pónchame tirando bien. Ahí, para darte en la
Into
cara.
the outfield for a knock.
Tira bien para darte en la
So
cara,
man aboard now with one away.
Cuéntame tú sabes Cuba. Mi carro una actitud.
Here's Elliot
Parada y
Ramos.
se me fue el bus. Pero yo era para ti.
Up and
Que
in,
estés aquí.
now 2-0.
2-0.
Y pase lo que pase, no te olvides de mí. Ay,
There
yo
goes the
era para
runner.
ti.
Pitch inside.
Ya lo me fui. ¡Quieto!
Throw to second.
You're out.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and
Vamos,
slow
Shilton,
them
domínalo.
down. That's exactly what they
Now
Diablo,
this
este
ball
hombre
is
lo que le dé
left-handed. This
palo.
one's got a chance. And
Segunda.
it hits the fence. Throws to second.
Ya
Not in
nosotros.
time. That's a leadoff double.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing.
Ball
And
one, no
a
strike.
fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here.
And Judge spoils that one. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Pulls the string with the changeup. Struck him out.
Dale, dale, dale.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now batting Jamer Candelario. Man at second. That's hard hit on the line. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Here comes the throw. And he's out.
Gracias a Dios.
Knocked down, and that ends the inning.
Exciting play.
Pero no era
One
para
down.
ti.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the
No,
plate.
este aquí.
1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. Swing and a miss. And that is strike one.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Misses off the plate. Now 1-2. All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. Judge rips that one. Perez going back. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Kerry Carpenter will hit next. Lined into right. And a base hit. Here comes the throw. Tag. They cut down the go-ahead run at the plate. Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Aaron Judge. digs in now. 1 for 3. First pitch swinging.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit
Vamos,
to
B,
what you think you see.
U,
And
R,
he
L,
gets
A,
going right there. Nasty
L, A,
slider with just terrific
Vamos,
bite
B,
at the end.
U,
This guy's got good
R,
power with one swing. He can
L,
win it for him.
A, en P, en dos lados, en dos lados.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you commit.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Detroit Tigers. First pitch coming your way next.
L, A,
Aaron Judge at the plate, having a huge season. Comes into the day leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
Good pitch down around the knees. You want to be there all game. In a park like this, a pop-up sometimes will carry out.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here's Francisco Lindor. Runner on the go. In the
Quieto,
dirt.
dos lados.
Safe in second, and that was not close.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Lindor retired. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. That one
Vamos,
whipped.
Gricho.
And
Buena!
into the gap. In comes the first run of the game. It's 1-0 Yankees.
Everything came together for him. Everything is mechanically sound with that swing right there. I mean, that's pretty much what you're wanting to replicate with every rep you take. You want good balance, barrel directly to the baseball, and good long extension after contact out in front of home plate. Man,
The throw to third. The tag out.
Joder.
It's Aaron Judge now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Video tanta.
Just
Santa.
missed. 2 out, space
Dios
is
de
empty. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Swing and a foul out of play. Two outs. Pitch misses, and that's ball 3.
he should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
So a man at first. And now it's Frankie Lindor. Tapped softly on the ground. McKinstry. They take the force out, and that is the inning. The Yanks leave one. Back to the top of the lineup, Zach McKinstry getting ready to hit. Drilled in the air out towards right center. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. That's a strike, and it's 0-1.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Hard on the ground to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting.
Here is Aaron Judge.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
First offering, and it just misses.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Oh, that's inside.
Chisholm over at second. Witt at first with no outs.
Toma!
That one. And there's a hit. Jazz on his horse coming around third. One run across. Runner stops at third, and they're at the corners with nobody out. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me.
Judge on the run. Squirts away a little bit. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Not only are they applying some pressure on the defense, it looks like they're trying to have a big inning with that steal of second. Now 2 runners in scoring position. This could be the start to a nice rally.
This one in the air. Keith. Squeezes it. And there's one away.
Well, that's a frustrating at bat right there. Big opportunity and just missed it. I know he wanted to do some damage. Next guy will have to pick him up.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. He's sitting on 99 career, calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. So bases all loaded up. Ben Rice, the next to hit. And that one is lifted in the air. Carpenter has this one sized up. He makes the grab. Runners tagging from second and third. Witt scores. Goes to third. In there. And now they've got runners at the corners with 2 outs. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And now Giancarlo Stanton. On the ground to third. They get the force. They limit the damage here. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Wenzel Perez. Cut on and lifted in the air. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. The throw to third. Tag. Got him. And that's the ball game.
This team secures a winning season with the W today. And regardless of what else happens the rest of the way, you know that you're a winning ball club. So a little bit of pressure off. Put your foot on the gas and just see where you can finish from this point.
We have an absolute treat. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the New York Yankees. All right. Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. Swings through that one for strike one.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Uf.
Got him swinging.
Le tiró 3 el slider.
Wow, just great bite to that slider.
3 el
Hard
slider.
out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a
3
hitter,
el
that pitch
slider.
is really hard to take, and
That one is
Aquí
absolutely
sigue.
belted, and no one can
diablo.
get there. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, but he's in there easily.
seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
And ball one
espera la tuya,
to
espera la tuya.
Judge.
Espera, solamente necesitamos un lanzamiento. No.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
No.
And another ball. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Torkelson. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Yanks strand a pair, and we're still knotted at 0.
Pero si enganchate, ¿cómo va a ver?
One down. And next for New York, Aaron Judge. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. Olsen, with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups.
Vos estáis bateando.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. And up next for Detroit, Colt Keith. And the 0-2. Lifted in the air, right field. One out, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Aaron Judge. First pitch misses.
1-0.
And a big swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And he chases that one below the zone.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
That one almost got him. One out, base is empty. Not close with that one. 3-2 now. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
Well, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience.
Ok, ganamos. Mala mía, está dando por el teléfono, no está concentrado. ¡Ya, contra Boston! ¡Ya, diadre! Aquí esto se va a poner bueno. Esto se está tornando. Vamos a ganar la división desde atrás. Vamos a ganar la división desde atrás.
It's the New York Yankees and the
Yankee
Boston Red
Boston.
Sox.
¡Ay! Vamos. ¿Quién va a tirar de ellos?
One down. Here comes Aaron
Cooter
Judge,
Crawford.
the
¿Qué
leading
tiene?
home run hitter in the American
Está
League.
bien. Ya lo tiene un splitter. Tengo que adelantarme ese splitter. Te lo
And
dije.
first offering is fouled off. One out, bases empty.
Tiró el sweeper, pero lo tiró para adentro. Parecía splitter. Vamos a ver. ¡Ah! ¡Míralo ahí!
Fouled off.
Diadre. Cortó el
Judge
centro en plata.
waits.
Bola,
And
bola.
1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2.
En playoff yo voy a
Don't miss
fildear y a
in the
batear,
zone,
pero
'cause
en
that's where you
season,
can get hurt.
toma.
Judge rips
En
that
season
one.
solamente bateo con Josh.
Just missed it.
What a gutsy play. I always found that it was difficult because of such a wide warning track here at Fenway Park to get back
Ya
there.
en
Sometimes you
playoffs,
don't know
que lo
where
que
you
falta
are.
son como
But
par de
with
juegos,
reckless
ahí
abandon,
bateo
he goes
fildeo.
up and challenges the monster and comes down with an incredible catch.
¡Mira! Ay, bendito Josh.
The throw into second, not in time. He's safe. Aaron
Error.
Judge at
Diablo,
the plate.
por ese error. Te digo yo.
That one to first, and it goes just
Estaba buena
foul.
bajita. Eso estaba bueno.
Tying run is at first. You're in game one of this three-game set. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Chócala, que con Witt llega a tercera. ¡Ah! Le diste bien.
Screamer into the outfield.
¡Vamos!
O'Brien
guancho
pulls
otra
it
vez,
in
no te
on the
digo.
run.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time.
No te
as
digo.
That was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Swung on, belt it.
Corre.
That's back there.
¡Venga!
Brings
¡Hey!
it. Runner tags at second. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
Vamos, buen fildeado. Coño, no hay 2 carreras.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. Judge comes up empty there.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Ahí.
Stop.
Yo no te digo.
For one. Double play.
No te digo.
What a
De
quick-
espalda, va a ese replay. Hacho, lo veo.
Dandy.
Para.
Welcome back. And coming off a series where the
Va a salir el replay. Hacho, mira eso. Espérate. Como es lento. De espalda.
pitching was outstanding.
Hacho, me
We take a
quieren
look at those
ganar, pero
numbers.
está bien. Eso es parte de. Ganan su listería.
Base knock right field. And that turns the lineup over.
He went up there and got it with 2 strikes.
Línea left field, línea right, línea el pitcher.
I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
Judge in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
Slice the other way and foul.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
Papi, aquí hay zona. Cuando queremos batearle, aquí hay zona. Cuando no queremos batear rápido, le tiramos a cualquiera. Aquí hay zona, papi, tienes que pichar. Estamos en la octava.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
His ability to draw walks
Ya lo
has been something.
corredor emergente. Perdimos. Nieta, ¿para qué me sacan? Yo podía robar la base. Está bien, habían ganado 3 en línea. ¿Qué lugar estamos? Ya lo no cazamos a los Blue Jays y los Reyes tienen 2 victorias consecutivas. Vamos a ver, vamos a ver. Ya lo ese Roman Antonio es bueno. 3-13 bateando.
We have an absolute treat.
Y va a tirarnos
The New York
crochet ahora.
Yankees squaring off against their hated rival.
Qué problema.
It's Aaron Judge now, second in the
Ahora,
American League in
tiene
hitting.
jorrón. Vamos a ver. Vamos a ver, vamos a ver. Este tira duro.
And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And that's ball one. Swing and a miss.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
Vamos, que tire. Tiene que pichar,
Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
Que piche, que le vamos a dar.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Nada dudoso. No me ha tirado nada arriba, todo abajo.
That misses the zone, and that's ball three.
Todo abajo y aquella por allá por las nubes. Bate ahí corrido, vete, Witt. Fuímonos. ¡Toma!